channel, okay? Okay, so we have a question from Chronicles. In investing, what precautions should we be watching out for mostly? So precautions. The thing you want to be most cautious about when investing is when picking the assets to invest in. Will the team deliver on this project? Will the project survive the bear market? Are they actually delivering on the product? Because one thing you need to understand is most coins in the crypto market are utility tokens. Most coins in the crypto market are utility tokens. Now, what this means is for them to have value, they have to be used for something. So if the project is not delivering, they are not being bought or used for anything. So there's no demand coming in to make that supply worth anything. So the assets you're investing in, firstly. Now, secondly, does it have volume, liquidity, volume? The community, are they enthusiastic about this particular project? Do they have a decent following? Are the team marketers? Because no matter how good a product you have, if you don't sell it, nobody will buy it. Okay, so are they pushing? Are they selling? Are they loud? Are they trying to market? Do they have a sound marketing strategy? Again, the tokenomics of this particular coin, do they have a huge supply? Where is that supply going into? Because you don't want a situation whereby you just come out one day and here they pulled out billions of tokens and they've sold it into the market, and then the value of that token has crashed and blah, blah. You want to really look into the tokenomics to know whether this asset is worth getting into or not, because it might have huge potential, but when you look at the tokenomic side of it, you see that there's a significant problem there. Lastly, liquidity and volume. You don't want to invest in an asset that you cannot cash out after investing, okay? Take, for example, a lot of new cryptocurrencies have very low volume. So you don't want to put an amount into this asset that when you want to sell, it becomes a problem. Because sometimes you might want to sell and then you find out if you sell this amount into the market price will crash. So then you now have to start structuring your sell and timing it and stuff like that. You really don't want to do that. So every investment you make, you have to look at the market's liquidity and anticipate how much liquidity is going to come into this market, so that when you invest, you can also be able to take out your money just as easily as you put it in. Okay, so those are just a few things that you need to watch out for, or precautions you need to take, some things you need to know before you get into investing. They are absolutely important, okay? Okay, so anyone else with a question? Let's just have one more question. Anyone else with a question?
Yeah, Prince, good evening.
Yes, good evening, sir.
Yeah, there was this call I attended some days ago, and there was an argument about this as a result of this lunar crash, UST stables generally.
Yes.
Okay, so you talked about diversifying your portfolio, and UST is a stable coin rather, and a couple of people put their money, instead of just leaving your money, let's say a particular asset, and just come up stable so that you don't volatility doesn't affect. Oh, okay, my line is breaking.
Yes, okay.
Okay, so basically, I believe most people will not run fundamentals when it comes to stable coins, I believe.
Okay.
So a lot of people would have made the mistake of going into UST. If you staked UST, then I think the APY was 20%. I'm not sure. I think that's your 40%, I think. Okay, so it made a lot of people lose a lot of money. Now, rumors around currently is because Theta, that's USDT itself, and then BUSD, which is Binance stablecoin. Those are like two stable coins that are out. But there are rumors that irrespective, you understand, because this is the market and anything can happen, irrespective of sometimes when you run your analysis. What's your take on holding stables? I don't know. We try to use these two that on the ground.
Okay. Now, UST, USDT, and BUSD. UST does not have anything in common with BUSD and USDT. They are fundamentally different, apart from the fact that they are pegged to the dollar. How they are pegged to the dollar is what makes the difference between UST, USDT, and BUSD. USDT and BUSD don't just mean
Play if we no back
coins.
off now, though. That back of our come that is say go show you the place.
Sorry? Okay. So USDT and BUSD don't just mint coins out of thin air. They have assets that back up the value of these tokens that it means that are pegged to the dollar. So the value now is 1:1 because there is a dollar kept somewhere for every USDT or every BUSD that has been minted. For UST, UST was an algo stable coin, meaning it was not actually, it was pegged to the dollar, but there's no backup funds that actually back up its value 1:1. What they did was they had enough liquidity to be able to cover up the market and keep it at 1:1. So whatever amount you want to exchange at that time can be liquidated or bought from you at 1:1. So since everybody was not selling at the same time, with that liquidity they had, they could keep it at 1:1 without actually backing up every UST. So the algorithm was what kept it at 1:1, not backup funds. That's why when it crashed like that. Okay? You've never seen BUSD, USDT actually drop 10% from the dollar now. Because the people trading this now knows there's money backing this up somewhere. So if they are selling it lesser than that, they are doing themselves harm because it doesn't make any sense. So UST doesn't have the same backing as USDT and BUSD. If you want to compare, if you want to be scared and you're thinking about, I don't know if there are other algo stable projects that are not related to Luna, but should there be, you should be worried about those stable coins, not USDT and BUSD. They are not in the same category. The same thing that happened to UST and Luna will not happen to them. They are fundamentally different. The conditions that made UST lose its value, lose its peg, will not happen to them because they are not working on that same mechanism. Okay, so if it is found out that the volume or the assets that back up USDT now are null and void, there's actually no assets backing up USDT or BUSD, we could see that same loss in value because then it's not actually worth 1:1. But provided those assets back it up, you're not going to see a dump. We've had issues year after year after year, sanctions, SEC with USDT and stuff, but USDT is still here till today. So don't allow the panic in the market or what people are saying to really deter you. Check the market's fundamentals or that asset's fundamentals to know what makes it special, what makes it tick, what makes it different from every other thing in the market. Okay, so know the difference between UST, USDT, BUSD, and the likes. All right. I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, it does. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Okay, guys. So like I said, you can always send in your questions to us. We post the link in the group frequently, and I'm also going to post it below this video on YouTube. So you can always just send us your questions in advance in case you're unable to attend the program or whatever, or so that you don't even forget, because I can be very forgetful at times too. Yeah. Right now, I have something I really want to ask someone, or I really want to ask Wonda, and okay, you can always just send it to us at that time. If you have multiple questions within the week, you can always just forward your questions to us, and we'll add it. And when we come live, we're going to give you an answer, whether you're live or not. The video. Hello, you've reached the end of this video. I'm sure you gained tremendous value from that tutorial video. So I urge you to click the subscribe button and also turn on the notifications so that you will notify whenever we upload a hot new video.